if I may ask you, you have seen how the evolution towards massive IoT and the preparedness for that across various countries, how that moved and all that. As somebody who has watched India for a while and has been invested in India, what are your expectations, and are we at par with what's happening globally, and do you think there's something that we can do more to make this happen a bit faster?
Hi everyone, how are you? Okay, so first I'd like to kind of just give a quick thing about 5G, obviously 5th generation technology. There's a lot of hype around 5G right now. I think it's fair to say that there's some initial tests being done by some of the big telcos, but it actually is more theoretical at this current state in time. The ITU is asking for a submission of the standards and specifications for 5G by 2020. And if you actually look at the frequency ranges that 5G is communicating on, it is really, really high. In basic theory of radio waves, the higher the frequency, the shorter the range. So with 5G currently, they're doing it in multiple phased approach. The first phase, for early deployments, they have a standards being defined by March 2019. And then they have the second phase, which they're trying to meet the 20 gigabyte speed throughput with the ITU. They categorize 5G in 3 different categories. The first category is really for your mobile broadband handset. The second category, as Mr. Kumar has stated, is ultra-reliable, low-latency communications. That's industrial applications, autonomous vehicles. And then your third category is massive IoT, which is kind of what the topic is here, or if you want to think at a high level, sensors. But you have to understand that when you get up into the higher frequencies, the distance of the actual communication is shorter. So, as Mr. Kumar mentioned, we provide network connectivity in low power wide area network technology that has very, very long range connectivity. So when I looked at the market, one, I wanted to assess what has already penetrated, what's been here. The infrastructure for 5G, you really need fiber. And to do pan-India fiber optics is quite far away from the infrastructure perspective, and it's a lot of private sector and public sector collaboration to get to those objectives. So until you have the proper infrastructure, you have to look at alternative solutions that will be able to support the smart city missions implemented by the government, these big, massive rollouts in the metering, in parking, in street lighting. And what we're finding is these low power wide area network technologies, specifically LoRaWAN, which is what we deploy, is really the front runner in the technology. There is other technologies out there like Sigfox, NB-IoT, traditional 2G, 3G cellular technology, but some of them, the market is premature from a development ecosystem of devices. And with the help of TCL, they've really done a great job in penetrating the market initially. They were the first. And so when I looked at investing tons of millions of dollars into the Indian region, I looked at who's my competition, and I figured if they're going to do it, then it's a good bet. So we're really excited about it, to actually come into the market and really be only 2 key players in the LoRa space, TCL and us. From massive IoT, you're looking at smart cities mission projects. These are devices within 100,000, 20,000, 60,000 end nodes. The DOT themselves came out with a report about 5 billion devices by 2020. Is that correct, Mr. Kumar?
2020.
2020, yeah. So you can imagine the amount of connectivity that's taking place, and 5G standards won't even be truly defined by then. So what is the alternative? And that's why I chose India as a good opportunity.
If I may just follow up on that too. So just a follow-up question on that is, in the time that you have been here, where is it that you are actually seeing growth happen? So is it more to do with the smart city projects, or is it that you're finding that even private sector companies are looking at investments in technologies like these? So are there pockets of excellence emerging somewhere?
Industrial IoT is emerging. Agriculture is a little lacking. Healthcare is non-existent currently. The smart cities is where all the big opportunities are, but when you're doing business B2G, business to government, you're looking at a long play. The return on your investment is a lot longer because of the process involved in bureaucracy.
Okay.
But that's where I believe is the most opportunity if you're going to invest your money. As long as you have the money and you have the time, you'll do really well in that perspective.
Okay.